Hi guys, it's ShishkaBobber1 coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. Today guys, we're talking about the Great Wall of Cheating, just like the title implies. If you haven't seen my first video from a month ago called The Cheating Chinese, you need to watch that first. I'll even put the link in the description, if I remember. But you need to watch that because I'm not going to explain how this benefits them. That's all explained in the last video. This is just kind of a recap of what's gone on this season, all right? And first, I want to say that my data does show improvement, guys. Before we get into it, I just want to say right off the bat, there is improvement. So that's good. That's very good. Why is there improvement? Because Supercell's been working on it too, I believe. And we'll jump into it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But, you know, as we're going to do, we're going to go through and plot the draw ratios for all the people in the top 100 on the global leaderboard. Paying attention here to global number 1, I've been really trying to figure this guy out for a while. It's been told to me that this is the guy that's won Mega Crab like 7 or 8 times over there in China. So he's got a lot of skill, and he doesn't have a whole lot of draws, so he might very well be legit, and that's kind of the word on the street. We certainly can't say that he's not, let's put it that way. But there are a lot of other players there beneath him that still have very excessively high draw ratios. Let's get into that. Here we go, guys. So, yeah, what is all this junk, right? Well, maybe you remember from the last season, we had the exact same chart. Okay, so what we have on the vertical axis over there, like over here, you know, the vertical axis, that is the draw percentage, right? You take their amount of draws and divide that by their total matches, okay? And then, probably helps if you can see the screen. There we go. Then on the x-axis down below, we've just got the global leaderboard rank. It starts off at rank 1, goes all the way over to rank 100. Okay. Now, basically anything above 5%, and 5% is this line right here. Anything above 5%, guys, I'm considering that a cheater, okay? Because that's a clear sign that there's just way too many draws. And, you know, you can see Global 1 does have a few draws than maybe your normal trend that's down here at the back of the chart, but it doesn't mean anything because it really depends on the metas that you're in. If you play more in one particular meta than another, some are more likely to have draws, like some of the early base racing metas and things like that. So that's why you do see some of that fluctuation. Just wanted to point that out. But we do see a lot of people, okay? Let's get to the numbers. Okay, this season we had 31 players identified as having draw ratios of over 5% within the global top 100, okay? That is an improvement. Last season I identified 43, okay? So we've lost 13 of the cheaters already, and I'm going to presume that could be due to the Supercell bans, because we know that they did enforce their TOS in some cases. Clearly, they haven't been able to sweep across the full spectrum because we still see charts like these. Now, they've also announced going forward in Season 10 that, oh, let me show you last season's chart before we even start talking about Season 10. Just as a quick reminder, this is what Season 8 looked like, okay? You can see there are definitely more players doing this. Global 1 was doing it. And then here's where we are now, okay? See that? Before, after. It's better. We also, I still want to talk about this chart, we also do see that there are cracks. Like, first of all, like I said, Global 1, presumed not cheater. We've got Global 8, Global 11, Global 12, quite a few people, really. Global 24, I guess it is. When people get close to 5%, it gets iffy in my book. But we got plenty of people that are not. And there are cracks in this wall, guys. And partly that could be due to the way this season was. A lot of people were able to reach what I call max tech by the last few days of the season. And that really evened the playing fields. And it did allow for skill to rise through and not just people that are riding tech advantages, basically. So I really like that design in the season, and I think that possible way the tech tree was designed actually added to some of these cracks in the wall, as it were. So awesome job there too, Supercell, because the tech tree can actually influence how much influence the cheaters have, right? But the thing that they proposed, I don't really like the idea here. If you guys saw our update sneak peek with OP Destroy's video, we announced what Supercell announced, which was that they're going to be hiding players' names now when we go into matches. Presumably because, you know, this means that these people that are doing all this won't be able to go to self-identify and therefore throw the game. But come on, guys, these are professional cheaters. These guys have been cheating in this game since before I even realized they were cheating in this game, okay? So they're going to get around that, guaranteed. I know them. I've been following them for quite a while now. This is nothing. All they're going to do is find ways to uniquely identify their ships. One of the first ways they can do it, of course, is by just having a top 50 trophy. Not so many players have top 50 trophies, but some do, of course. So that won't simply be enough. But I'll tell you right off the bat, if you don't even have a top 50 player trophy, you're probably not going to be able to spoof these cheaters, or they're going to be able to spoof right past you too, if you know what I mean. But other than that, they're doing things like probably mine placements or building placements. And you might think to yourself, well, if I just copy their base and put that on my base, then they might think that I'm them, right? No, wrong. Because what they're going to do is probably change that mark between every match. Okay, these people are on third-party platforms. This is what they're going to have to do, okay? They're on third-party platforms, and all they have to do is just say what the mark is now. They'll probably have a series of, who knows, 5 or 6 different marks that they'll throw out, and they'll have them all in sequence, guys. Now, maybe we can figure out what those all are too. Who knows? But bottom line is, they're always going to be one step ahead of us with this game, and it just sounds so ugly to have to like try to figure all that out too. Because obviously, if you can spoof them, that's the whole idea here. It kind of puts the burden on us, the player, right? If we can spoof them into thinking that we are them, then they'll throw a game to us and we get stars, okay? So there's kind of like some hidden player incentive there, right? And Boom Beach with a Roop pointed that out in his video. He's totally right. There's definitely a hidden incentive for us to do some of the dirty work to to make these cheaters pay. Believe me, I don't mind. But I just don't think it'll be effective. I think bottom line is they're still going to cheat. I still think next season we'll have charts like this, unless we see some more ban hammers coming down, which, take a look here, guys. You might be able to ban hammer some of these dudes too. Then we're still going to see these charts, and I'll keep reporting on it. And it stinks, but we do see improvement, guys. And that's basically all I want to say. I think we need the further measure of actually just, what I was proposing in the last video, to reform all the way that draws are handled in the game. But that's probably a lot trickier to do. And I'm sure that this attempt that Supercell's made was probably just what they could afford to do in the time they had and everything, and budgets and all that. So it's a good first step. I will give it that. We'll see what it does, but I do think we're just going to be taking away from the game ultimately by hiding players' names. We're no longer going to see when we're playing with our friends. Stream sniping just got a whole bit weirder for the streamer now, because now we don't even know when we're being sniped. Yeah, of course, the sniper certainly knows because he's watching himself on stream. I mean, these are small details, right? It does not affect the whole community. But I think overall, we're losing something in the game without anything really being added. No added benefit to this measure. So I do hope that if I find myself making a video like this at the end of Season 10, and then that would kind of mean that measure didn't work, I would really hope we could remove that from the game, because I do like to see when I'm playing with friends and fans and stuff like that. And so do they, right? It really adds to the excitement and kind of the personal feel of Warships. But I guess that's it, guys. So I'm just going to wrap it up right there. Hope you have a super fantastic, awesome rest of your day. And remember, like always, be kind to others, because if you're not, you're just being mean, and mean people suck. Take care.